Hello, here's the problem number 8, and in this problem we have to write a function to swipe elements pairwise in a given linked list. So for example, we are given this linked list which consists of these elements, and we have to swap elements just pairwise, meaning that we will take each pair and swipe elements between each other. So each pair will swap elements between each other, so and the output will be like so this given linked list will be turned to this result. So how are we gonna do this? In order to swap elements pairwise, we will always start from declaring current variable which will be pointing at the header at the beginning. Then we'll define another variable like integer temporary, because we're considering that all elements in the linked list will be integers. That's why we will be using variable for storing integer, and each time we will be taking the value from current node and store it in our integer variable. Then we will just take and copy the value from the next node. So we will be resetting our current node well with the value of the next element. Then we will just reset our next nodes well with the integers that we're restoring in our temporary variable. So, and with this we will be just changing the values of each node. So at the end we will be able to return the output where the nodes will be turned swiped pairwise. After that we will just move our current pointer not to the next but a next node of the linked list. So in the code it will be look like as following. So we'll return list node of the header, input will be list node head of the linked list. Here we'll declare our current node as the pointer to traverse through all nodes of the linked list. Then we will initialize a while loop. We'll run our while loop until it will not be equal to null, and since we're going to jump all over like two nodes in the linked list, we'll also need always check if our next node is not equal to null. So after that we'll declare integer variable where we'll store our current value or data. It depends on how our list node class is defined. Then we will reset our current value with the current next value. Then we'll reset our current next value with the value from our temporary. So by this we will be able to change the values of these two linked lists. And after that we'll just move our pointer not just to the next node, but to the next one. And then we'll just return head with the new order of the linked list. So time complexity will be order of n, since we're going to visit all elements in the linked list, and space will be order of constant, because we're declaring one list node and one integer. So